welcome back to Purifier for another one. So today we're going to be looking at Ozone again, and specifically, before you say I'm not another Ozone unit, Dave, this Ozone unit here. So this is Ecofiltration's newest Ozone unit. It works very similar, or almost identically, to the other Mark II, the one that we tested last year, and the one that I did as a giveaway. But this unit is a result of a few of the manufacturing issues that they experienced last year. So for those of you who did get involved last year and get one of these to try out, then you may have experienced a bit of a delay with some of the manufacturing process, etc. So this is Ecofiltration simplifying the design and trying to make it more reliable. So a couple of key points with this unit over the last unit. This one doesn't need a timer to run. It can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you don't have to worry about putting a timer in and working out your timing. Obviously, if you want to control your dosage, then you'll still need a timer. But if you want to run it 24/7, you don't need one. They've made it a lot simpler in terms of the design. So they're two, same as the other one. You've got the adapters, so you can fit your different size airline. You get provided with several of these again, depending on what size you've got. I've put one of each on here to show you. You've got the smaller airline and you've got the bigger one, and you've also got the other size as well. And then in terms of the actual unit inside of the box, you have got the ability to change that out, the same as all the other ones, every 6 months. However, what they have done is they've taken on some learnings from the last unit and some feedback. There was a very small percentage of some of the replacement units, the LED would break, so you couldn't tell if the Ozone unit was working. I had one of these myself. Me and my dad had experienced this, so we got in touch with them and replaced it straight away, no problem. But instead of just leaving it that they've got this small issue, they've gone away and they've tried to make sure that they don't have that problem manufacturing again. They are still manufacturing the other ones. They're going to be selling that alongside. They think they've sorted out other problems, but they're running this one alongside too as well. So this one does retail, I think, £139.99 if I remember rightly. It's about £10 dearer or £15 dearer than the other Mark II, which is the unit that we've looked at before. Now, this unit I have been running for this now for 3 months. It's been on my quarantine tank, it's been on with the fryer, and it's also been on the other IBC at various points, just testing out what I can do. I've been doing some fiddling with the ORP meter. I'm in discussion with Cat Toilet at the minute. I can't get their ORP meter to give accurate readings. I have also been running with this at 1,000 milligrams an hour with the other unit on the 2 tubs, just to see what difference it makes, and that's what I'm going to put it back on today. We've let it go back down to the standard dose it's been getting off the other unit, and I want to up it just to showcase there isn't really much of a downside to using these types of dosages with how they go into the water stream, etc. Again, I'm a big fan, big advocate of trying to give your system a nice balance and using what you can when you can. I'm a big fan of thinking prevention is always better than cure. So if you can stop some of the build-up of the pathogens and the bacterial imbalances in your pond, then I think you should give it a go. But each to their own. I appreciate everyone's got their own opinion and their own views on it. That's just what I work with. And obviously I am also using this on intense grow-on situations, so I want the water to remain at a decent level. Reason I took it off to the double dose, because I was doing the food test. I wanted to see what happened with the water, with the probiotics versus the sake, and adding that into the water to see what it did, so I could get a clear idea. Obviously, having too much ozone in there, I would have cleared it up too quickly to see what's going on. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put this back on there. So I'll just show you. It's really simple to install. Like I said, you plug it in and you play. That is job done. I've also got, there's an air disc on it at the minute where it was in the IBC, but I've got some air rings. I think I showed you one before. I put at the bottom of the vortex, but I've got an air ring and an air bar that I'm going to attach it to from Ecofiltration. Now the bars themselves, or the rings themselves, are Ozone compatible. There's the word. The only pieces that aren't on them are the nylon adapters. They will deteriorate with the ozone, but you can replace them, so you'd have to replace them periodically if you choose to use one of these. Ecofiltration do sell them. They're pence. You just have to see how long they last, so you just pull them out and push them back into the bar. So I'm going to give that a go, see how long that lasts. Haven't used them on those before. But yeah, enough of me waffling. Let's just show you just quickly, I'll grab the other unit so you can compare it to it, to what I'm talking about for those who haven't seen it before, and then we'll get it. Right, here we go. Just gone and disconnected the other one to show you. Took me longer than I thought, actually, to be fair, but there we go, I got it anyway. So that's the old unit I was talking about, the old Mark II. You can see I left the timer on the plug, so you can see that obviously that one does have the timer, whereas this one you won't need the timer, unless of course you want to adjust the dosage. It's the same idea. Air goes in, gets the ozone, air comes out with the ozone in the air supply, and then that gets pushed into your water where you can then start binding with whatever it finds. It's just a box basically, whereas this one was obviously different threads, etc. So there's a lot less on this one that can go wrong during the manufacturing process, so that's pretty good. And personally I also like the fact this is 24/7, makes life a lot easier, especially if you are sodding about without a timer because you borrowed it for something else and you leave it on, you burn it out and whatever else. No risk of doing that with this one. So this one's also going to be, or has been tested and is going to continue to be tested in the heat of a polytunnel, and that heat in there is getting up to 45 degrees, so, and it's coped pretty damn well so far. So gonna go set it up now, put it in, and then I'll show you when we're up and running. Again, just another little tip, non-return valves, obvious one. This is an ozone resistant one as well, so you don't have to worry about deteriorating. Again, Eco Filtration sell them, very cheap as well. So put one on, because if you don't and you have a power failure or your pump stops, you'll have water backcycling all the way through your unit, which is going to damage it, and you don't want that to happen. So always use one. So I'll just really quickly show you the what the boxing is like. This is the 900 airing aerator. They'll come in the same sort of boxes. Obviously the high blow one comes in the bigger one, but you get your air line in there. This is, doing this one-handed is just not good, but get your air line and you get the ring. So there you go. Okay, so this is the air bar that I was talking about. I've got just a single air bar on this one. This is from Eco Filtration. You've got your 2 weights on it, and then you've got the actual air bar itself. So this part of it is the ozone resistant part, doesn't care, doesn't matter about ozone, it's just this nylon piece in the middle, which is a T-piece. So when this deteriorates, you just whip that out, pop a new one in, jobs are good. So not really an issue. So technically it isn't, the whole unit isn't ozone resistant, but the fact that you can change this is neither here nor there. Pull it out, pop a new one in, job done. These are really good value for money. As you can see, I've been using this for months. I've got into this habit of I want to try stuff for a long time before I sort of share anything with you guys. I don't want to just unbox something, dump it in and tell you it's great. I'd rather much rather use it over a period of time. So compared to what you can get on the market now, I know there are some companies out there that do some what I think are incredibly expensive air bars, and probably they do give you smaller bubbles, finer diffusion at the surface. However, when you're talking about value for money, which you've got to do in this hobby sometimes, and you want some water turnover, you can't go wrong with this. This costs £10. It's great. I've seen air stones with fish tanks that are more expensive than this and a lot smaller. So yeah, really good value for money, this £10 one. And they're also, I'll pull the other one out of that side as well. I'll show you the higher blow one, which is great if you want to use it under a moving bed or a filter system, etc. So right, I've connected this up to the ozone, so that's going to be dumped in. I'll then show you the ozone unit, how the light comes on, and then it'll be pretty much it. So this is the other one that I was just mentioning. This is what they call their high blow one. Again, I've been using this for 3 months now, I think. It's just a continuous ring, and my god, can it take some air through it, and can it disturb the surface. This would be fantastic, and I think that's probably what they designed it for, is for like a DIY moving bed, or the bottom of any moving bed with a K1, etc. to give you a good tumble with one airline in there. So perfect for that. I'm using it in this. It's probably a little bit too much, if I'm honest, for this size unit. I'm getting loads of air and loads of turnover, that's fine, but I just think it's probably creating a little bit too much roughness for the fish. I have trialled it on both sides to watch behaviour of the fish, and the guys this side are much calmer without that in, so I'm just seeing what this happens to this side as well. But for what it's designed for, if you've got a big pond, etc., fantastic. And the best bit is, it's 30 quid. And both of them, for the money, so £10 for the bar and £30 for this one, they come with 10 metres of airline as well. Again, I just can't get over the value for money aspect, especially in this hobby when we do seem to get ripped off a lot. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. There you go, I've thrown it in accidentally. Right, I have to go and write that properly, but yeah, you can see what it does. It gives great disturbance across the water. So, and I've just reduced the air going through this because I've halved its line into the ozone. So all good. there we go. Right, okay, so the ozone is on. I've got it on my little shelving rack at the minute because I don't have anywhere to hang it this side. But as you can see there, that little LED light has turned blue, telling me that the ozone unit is working. Got your airflow in, your airflow out, and off into the stones it goes to join the water surface. So, like I said, that can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I don't need to worry about it. And as I can already tell you, it works in this tunnel because I've had it on here before for a period of time, even with the extreme heat. So I'm going to have this on the 2 tubs for now. Let's spin round. This is going on this, so I've already got this ozone unit, which I'll do a full follow-up review on that, but I think is fantastic. Really impressed with that. And so much so, I will be including one in all of my builds in future. Really has done a good job. And it's just no fiddle with it at all. So easy to swap a bulb out when you need to as well, which I'll be doing in a month or 2, I think. So yeah, just great all round. But that obviously is producing just shy of 500 milligrams or just over 500 grams, as is this one. So I'm now double the doses on this. And the reason I'm doing this is I just want to show you, I know there's still quite a lot of naysayers or people say it doesn't really do anything or it can damage the fish. Put this on my grow on with all of my best fishing just to show you that it doesn't. Obviously you need to bear things in mind. I still can't monitor the ORP on this reliably, but you just got to learn to tell from the colour of the water, the smell. You start to smell the ozone too much, you're probably putting too much in. But with the amount I'm feeding, I'm keeping that organic load high, so that's what it's getting to work on. The other thing is I've mentioned already, I'm a big fan of prevention versus cure. If this helps me stop that build-up of bacteria imbalances over the years, so I don't one season have these awful outbreaks where my fish just start rotting from bacteria, and again, I'm a big fan of it, and you're going to get to see that. I'm doing this in front of everyone, so you'll see. So if it goes wrong, it goes wrong, but so far so good. I have much aided success with the ozone. When I'm done with this, just to show you the proof that, again, doubling the dosage isn't causing too much damage on this kind of fish load, on this kind of filtration with these feeding levels, I will be moving the ozone unit into the fry tub, which has got my grow and show of the difference fry on it, which you've all seen fairly recently. This system's going to start to struggle soon with the amount of fish that are still in there. I want to see how much time the ozone addition gives me. So yeah, really good. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you've learned something, found it useful. As I said, this product was from Eco Filtration. If you're interested in it, go and have a look. I know I've had a couple of people email already trying it, and they've been pretty impressed as well. Just bear in mind the size of your pond that you're treating. You will take longer, you will get different results depending on the size of what you're doing. And just remember as well, when you're using it in a smaller environment, you're going to have more chance of the ozone reaching your filter. So you don't want to have it too close to any filter inlets, or adjust the amount you're using compared to what you're feeding the water that you've got. So, which I'll go into more when we look at the IVC. But for now, that's what we're going to do. These guys are all hiding over the back. You can see them. It's the sun. I need to get a filter to put over the camera lens so you can see them all properly. But there's Big Bertha, absolutely smashing it. All of them are really pleased. So, but you've seen the left side recently anyway with what we did with the food update. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be back soon with another one. Thanks for watching, take care.